Hello and welcome to News at Noon. I'm Chris Nelson. President Barack Obama addressed the nation in the State of the Union speech last night, touching on topics from immigration reform to gun control and minimum wage. Here are the highlights.
And we can say with renewed confidence that the state of our union is stronger. Nothing I'm proposing tonight should increase our deficit by a single dime. It is not a bigger government we need, but a smarter government. Right now, there's a bill in this Congress that would give every responsible homeowner in America the chance to save $3,000 a year by refinancing at today's rates. Send me a comprehensive immigration reform bill in the next few months, and I will sign it. Today, the Senate passed the Violence Against Women's Act that Joe Biden originally wrote almost 20 years ago, and I now urge the House to do the same. And I ask this Congress to declare that women should earn a living equal to their efforts, and finally pass the Paycheck Fairness Act this year. No one who works full-time should have to live in poverty, and raise the federal minimum wage to $9 an hour. Over the next year, another 34,000 American troops will come home from Afghanistan. This drawdown will continue, and by the end of next year, our war in Afghanistan will be over.
And one of the more controversial topics from the State of the Union address last night is a proposal by Barack Obama to increase the federal minimum wage. Reporter Charlie Crum is here to weigh in on that issue. Charlie?
Getting the lion's share of attention today is the president's proposal to boost the federal minimum wage to $9 an hour from the current $7.25 an hour. Some view a hike in the minimum wage as long overdue. Others say a higher minimum wage is a jobs killer, especially for small businesses. The U.S. Department of Labor says Michigan is among 19 states with a minimum wage that's higher than the federal minimum wage. In Michigan, the minimum wage is currently $7.40 an hour. The highest minimum wage in the country is $9.19 an hour in Washington state. State minimum wages prevail when they're higher than the federal wage limit. The federal wage prevails when the state minimum wages are lower than the federal minimum wage. And at least in Michigan, there were some complaints that the president's speech at 9 o'clock last night was the same time as the Michigan State University of Michigan basketball game, which was won easily by MSU. Asked if they watched the president or the basketball game, one person noted, quote, "I watched the MSU game, U of M didn't show up."
All right, thank you, Charlie. And a Hazel Park man has pleaded guilty to 2 counts of second-degree murder involving a drunk driving accident in Warren that killed 2 of his passengers. Reporter Monica Drake has more on this case. Monica?
26-year-old Derek Brame was driving his friend's 2004 Ford pickup truck when he skidded across all lanes of traffic and hit into an oil change business. He was driving about 78 to 80 miles per hour when he lost control of his vehicle. His blood alcohol content level was 0.20%, which is double the legal limit. He faces a 14-year prison term when he is sentenced on April 1st. The crash on 8 Mile Road killed 21-year-old John Bomarito of St. Clair Shores and 26-year-old Kyle Dixon of Clinton Township. Both of the mothers of the sons who died in the crash agreed with the deal. They said that they respect Derek Brame for admitting his guilt, but they still want justice.
All right, thank you, Monica. And the wolfing down of endless amounts of pastries has ended with the start of Lent today. However, the American Polish Cultural Center in Troy was the place to be yesterday as people packed in there to put their paws on plenty of punchkis. Shannon Coughlin was there.
In Poland, we do celebrate Fat Thursday, not Fat Tuesday, which was the Thursday last week. In here, we do celebrate Fat Tuesday, which is the last Tuesday before Ash Wednesday, and the whole tradition is about, at least that's what the history says. People were trying to get off all the fat they had in their houses before the Ash Wednesday, so they were getting ready for the Lenten.
They're good. It's as good as ours and shrimp. They're better.
We have tradition, 100% Polish, and I grew up eating punchkis, and these are the best you can find in the area.
Punchkis, you can't have too many of them because I'm sort of a diabetic. So I have to just take a few, you know. I couldn't eat them all. I'd get sick if I ate all a dozen of them. I couldn't handle a dozen, but I have maybe a couple.
Punchkis are special because it's a different kind of dough. It's more of a cake dough.
This is the day when everyone, it's like, that's the day when everyone wants to be a little bit Polish. It's like the St. Patrick Day when everyone is a little bit Irish. On Pączki Day, everyone finds something Polish and then try to keep it Polish.
In college basketball, the Spartans waged total domination over the Wolverines on Tuesday night in East Lansing, coming out on top with a score of 75-52. Sports columnist Pat Caputo shares his thoughts in today's video blog.
I'm really shocked that Michigan State won that game by as big a margin as they did. I'm not shocked that they won the game. It's just the way they manhandled Michigan. I was a little bit surprised by that. But I have to say this, none of this is going to matter. What's going to matter the most is how these teams react to it. Michigan State is good, but they're not good enough to get full of themselves and think that they're going to just rout everybody. Big test against Indiana coming in here next Tuesday. And for Michigan, it's how they react to this. They've lost 4 of their last 9 games. They've played against quality teams on the road and not responded well. But they get a little bit of time to regroup, and we'll see whether they learn from what's happened to them lately, especially Tuesday night here in East Lansing.
And that's our news for today. Join us again tomorrow at theoaklandpress.com. I'm Chris Nelson for News at Noon. Have a great day.